Everyone suddenly burst out singing, and I was filled with such delight, as prison birds must find in freedom, winging wildly across the white, orchard and dark green fields, on and out of sight. Everyone's voice was suddenly lifted, and beauty came like the setting sun. My heart was shaken with tears and horror, drifted away, oh, but everyone was a bird, and the song was wordless. The singing will never be done. I love this simple poem by Siegfried Sassoon. Written at the end of World War I, each individual lifted their voice loudly in bursts of joy. The poet says that the beauty of voices together equaled the beauty of a stirring sunset. The pain had drifted away, the singing never done. Our Torah portion this week, where the Israelites are freed from Egypt and Moses splits the sea, culminates in two moments of collective singing, the most vivid musical moments in the Torah. Pain drifts away, singing abounds. We call this Shabbat, Shabbat Shirah, the Sabbath of song. First, we have the Song of the Sea, led by Moses. Az yashir Moshe u'bnei Yisrael et hashirah hazot ladonai v'yomru le'mor. Hashirah ladonai ki gaon ka'a sos v'rokvo rama bayam. Moses and the people of Israel sang this song to God. They said, I will sing to God, the highly exalted. The horse and his rider were thrown into the sea. This is followed by the song at the end of the crossing, the song of Miriam. Miriam the prophet, the sister of Aaron, took a timbrel in her hand, and all the women went out after her with timbrels and with dances. Miriam sang to them, sing to God, the highly exalted. The horse and his rider were thrown into the sea. What happens at the most important moment of our history? The moment of the freedom of bondage after 400 years of slavery. The moment of freedom, having crossed the Red Sea onto dry land. What happens at that moment? There are moments of collective song. Thousands of years after the Exodus, we continue to know the power of song and the power of singing together. As the cultural historian David Stowe notes, sacred music has a unique ability to engage both body and mind. It brings people together in expressing gratitude, praise, sorrow, and even protest against injustice. At weddings we sing. At funerals we sing. At interfaith gatherings we sing. At protests we sing. We sing to remember the Holocaust or the destruction of the temple. We sing at Seders and throughout Shabbat. Research notes that communal singing is even good for our health, something we desperately missed during the COVID lockdowns, as it helps in the release of oxytocin, the cuddle hormone, instrumental in the pleasures of social bonding. Singing is an expression of the human spirit. Have you ever been to a concert where everyone knows the words to a song and sings it together, where the audience takes over and acts as one organism? I remember the raw majesty and power the first time the national anthem was played at a baseball game after the World Trade Center collapse on 9/11. Or how about the black spirituals during American slavery, which W.E. Du Bois called the rhythmic cry of slavery? Certainly there is little like music to bring people together. No one can prove a damn thing, writes the great American folk singer Pete Seeger, but I think that singing together gives people some kind of holy feeling, and it can happen whether they're atheists or whoever. you can feel like, gee, we're all together. And since we're all together, here and virtually, just allow me a moment on this Shabbat Shirah for a note of special love to our cantor and to her family, Marcel, Ella, and Sam. We are so blessed to be able to sing with you on this joy-filled weekend. We know that music can open the chambers of the hearts, and as a family, each of you have found ways to open those chambers. And Miriam and Jamie and Marcel and Ella and Sam raised their voice with song. They sang with praise and might. They've just lived through the miracle. We are going to dance tomorrow night. Shabbat Shalom.